Hi there, my name is Amanda Jane Clarkson and this is G'day Gorgeous, a lifestyle channel for women who dare to live their dreams and take control of their own life in all 7 areas. These 7 areas include your love, relationships, your health, your vocation, money, personal growth and happiness. And if you'd love to know how to gain more clarity, have more self-confidence and certainty about your future, and discover how to live your life by design and not by default, then this is the channel for you. And today I want to jump into part 2 of regaining your confidence, and I hope that you listened to yesterday's part 1 of regaining your confidence and followed the steps exactly as I described to maintain your confidence and so that you don't slip backwards. And of course, gorgeous, I hope you have your companion journal ready to start taking copious amounts of golden nuggets and little messages and notes that will absolutely empower your life in all those 7 areas that I talked about, so that you can go out there and live your dreams with higher self-esteem, more confidence, and feeling really good about yourself instead of that, that feeling of not feeling worthy or good enough, or thinking that everybody else can live their dreams and not you, because I understand what that feels like. And everything that I share with you in my videos is always based on more than 20 years of personal development, tens of thousands, in fact hundreds of thousands of dollars invested into the world's leading personal development mentors, business mentors. But more importantly than that, it is always based on my own journey, my experience, and my results of how I went from absolutely dead broke to being able to live a lifestyle that I truly love, freedom, financial freedom, and happiness and fulfillment in all those 7 areas. Of course, it is not a straight and narrow road. There are many highs and many lows, and that's why I love to share my wisdom and my knowledge with you, so that hopefully you can shortcut the gap between where you are and where you want to get to. So gorgeous, get your journal. My journal is called My Life by Design, or have your own journal and let's start taking notes. So yesterday I covered, or in the last video I should say, I covered the very first steps on regaining your confidence, getting more clarity in your life, and starting to understand how it is possible for each of us to define our goals and our dreams, but more importantly than that, not just define them, but actualize them, realize them, live with them, live them in the now, instead of always wishing and hoping and praying. And so today, now that you've discovered all the ways that you love yourself, all the things that you love about yourself, and that was in last week's video, writing out those 200 reasons or 200 things that you love about yourself. Oh my God, how did you go with it? I know that is so much easier for me to say than do it, and I've been there so many times myself. I hope that you push through, and if you're like most people, including me once upon a time, I seriously couldn't think of 10 things I liked about myself, and that's because my confidence was at an all-time low. And so I had to really work on that. I had to work on building up my self-esteem, my confidence over time. But that was one of the most powerful and potent exercises that I did, and that I teach my ladies how to do in our coaching classes, on how to gain that confidence, but more importantly, keep it forever. You don't want to build it up and then go backwards to where you were. And so I hope you did that. And so today's steps that I want to talk about now is looking at your perfect day. And of course, that was in last week's video. You've defined and you've thought about what your perfect day looks like, what it feels like. And each and every morning when you wake up, a day that you would love to live for the rest of your life. And that was the thing that I got you to define last time. Now that you have an outcome, an idea of what you want your perfect life to look like, and I hope you did it for all 7 areas. So thinking about your love life, I hope you defined what you'd love your perfect love life to be like, to feel like, for you to experience. And then, of course, moving down into your health, your relationships, your vocation, which is jobs, career, or a business, your money. What is your money situation? What would you love it to be for the rest of your life? Personal growth. Of course, if we're not growing, we are dying. And so there needs to be a plan for that. And happiness. And that is the basis of life. We all want to feel free and we all want to be happy and fulfilled. So the next step from there comes the plan, or I like to say a blueprint. And I have mentioned previously about a plan and a blueprint that you would never go on a world trip. Like imagine your dream holiday or your dream vacation. Would you just get out of bed, turn up to the airport and get on the next flight out and just see what happens? Well, maybe some of you might do that, but most of us have been thinking about this world trip for months, if not years. We've planned every detail in our mind, right down to where we want to go and visit, who we want to meet, the shops we want to go and shop at, everything that we want to experience on this holiday. And then, of course, when the holiday time comes around, we pack our suitcase according to the place where we're going to. If it's a freezing cold country that we might be visiting, you might be into snowboarding or an Alaskan cruise or something like that. Well, you're obviously going to pack different clothes than if you were going on a trip around the Caribbean or the Mediterranean or something in summertime, and you just wanted to visit all the best beaches of the world. And so I see life as no different. I like to think and plan my life, but getting back to basics, step number one for you right now, if you've watched the last video of regaining your confidence, is to think about the next 90 days only. And then we work our steps backwards and chunk them down into 30-day sequential steps. So 90 days, then we come back to 60, and then come back to 30. And all you need to think about and plan for is the next 30 days. And so here's how we do it. Hope you've got your pen gorgeous and start writing this down. For the next 30 days, for each and every day, you need to write down your top 3 goals and your top 3 intentions. Now, what is it, an intention? An intention is something that you have made up your mind to do. It's a little bit different than an affirmation. An intention is something that you've declared to somebody else or to yourself that you intend to do. And so what I do each and every day, I actually have a Life by Design diary as well, because I'm really into planning, goal setting, and so that my life is not a surprise. When I was growing up, I didn't even know what I was doing, and it was a big surprise to me. But now I like to define what I'm doing. And for each month, I write out what my goals and intentions are exactly. And then here's what I do. So I just have 3 goals and 3 intentions for the 30 days. And then I break that down into weeks and then into days. And so I want to know what my goals are for that 30 days, what my intentions are. And then for each day of the week, I write the goal and just 3 intentions. Now, we can handle up to 3 to 5 intentions, but if you put down too many things, what you're going to come up against is too many brick walls. And then what happens is you lose your confidence. You feel bad that you didn't get things done. So don't make it hard for yourself. Just write down 3 intentions each and every day. And the best part about that is, as you do and complete each intention, give it a big red tick, and that makes you feel really good about the day. And it also helps you see that each and every day you are moving one step closer to realizing all of your goals and your dreams. Now, the next thing I do, I want you to write down these goals inspire me because. Now, if you don't write down the reasons why achieving your goals are inspiring, then you're not going to be enthusiastic about getting out of bed and completing those intentions each and every day.